As the View fans are well aware, Whoopi Goldberg has a flair for the dramatic, and it's one of the many things about her that keeps viewers tuning in for the popular talk show. In recent scenes, Whoopi fainted at her desk, leading to Joy Behar stepping in. So, what happened with this recent situation, and what brought on this dramatic response from Whoopi? Whoopi Goldberg never fails to bring the drama to The View. Goldberg brings the drama to her stage performances on Broadway, and that doesn't end when she is participating in an episode of The View, either. Whoopi regularly brings that same energy to the popular talk show, and her many fans love her for it. The one thing about the chemistry between the ladies on The View is, several of them regularly get heated when it comes to hot topics, and they are more than willing to offer their hot takes, even when they may hold views that go against the majority. This is something that keeps everyone on their toes, including viewers. Whoopi Goldberg. Goldberg faints in recent talk show scenes. What happened? In a recent segment on The View, the subject of Donald Trump's first 100 days in office was a hot topic among the ladies, as well as Amazon's new policy relating to tariffs. Goldberg said, "Just this morning, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt responded to Amazon's new policy about his tariffs and made this plea to voters." Leavitt said in a video, "Trust in President Trump. There's a reason he was re-elected to this office. It's because of the historic success of his economic formula in the first term." A reporter at the press conference drew attention to the fact that Amazon will start showing a second number next to items on the platform, so that buyers can see how much these tariffs are adding to the prices. By the time the camera got back to Whoopi Goldberg on The View, she feigned being unconscious in her chair, taking on her trademark full Goldberg collapse. This is something that fans have gotten used to seeing, and it certainly seemed warranted in this instance. The View Whoopi Goldberg. The View Joy Behar steps in amid Whoopi Goldberg collapse. With Whoopi Goldberg feigning another collapse in her chair, The View co-hosts were quick to bring her back to the present moment. Joy Behar was quick to chime in, adding, "Come back, Whoopi." Even Alyssa Farah Griffin chimed in as well, adding, "We lost Whoop." Of course, these antics are to be expected whenever the topic of Donald Trump comes up on The View, and in this case, this reaction from Whoopi Goldberg was also what fans are used to from her. By the time Whoopi collected herself, she said, "I don't even know what to say to this." The View Whoopi Goldberg. What do you think about this recent moment from Whoopi Goldberg on The View? Let us know in the comments below. For devoted viewers of the daytime talk show sensation, The View, Whoopi Goldberg's penchant for the dramatic is as much a staple of the program as its lively debates and diverse perspectives. The Oscar-winning actress and moderator has a unique ability to inject theatricality into even the most serious discussions, a quality that undeniably contributes to the show's enduring popularity and its capacity to capture the zeitgeist. Whether through a perfectly timed witty remark, an expressive facial contortion, or, as recent events have shown, a full-blown comedic collapse, Goldberg keeps audiences engaged and often amused. Honed through years of captivating stage performances on Broadway, seamlessly translate to her role on The View. This isn't a host who simply reads from a teleprompter or politely steers conversations. Instead, Goldberg actively participates, reacting viscerally to the topics at hand, often mirroring the sentiments, or perhaps the exasperation, felt by a significant portion of the viewing audience. This willingness to embody her reactions, even in exaggerated form, is a key element of her appeal and a significant driver of the show's dynamic energy. One of the defining characteristics of The View is the palpable chemistry, and at times, the spirited disagreements, among its panel of women. The hosts are unafraid to delve into contentious issues, offering their unvarnished opinions, even when those viewpoints diverge sharply. This commitment to open and often impassioned dialogue is what keeps both the studio audience and those watching at home on the edge of their seats, never quite knowing where the conversation will lead or what unexpected perspectives will emerge. In this environment of fervent debate, Goldberg's dramatic interjections often serve as a pressure release valve, a moment of levity amidst potentially tense exchanges, or a visual punctuation mark emphasizing a particular point of view. The most recent instance of Goldberg's theatricality unfolded during a segment focusing on the implications of Donald Trump's first 100 days in a potential future presidency, alongside the announcement of Amazon's new policy concerning tariffs. The confluence of these politically charged topics created a fertile ground for spirited discussion among the hosts. As the conversation progressed, Goldberg introduced a clip featuring White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt addressing Amazon's response to Trump's proposed tariffs. In the video, Leavitt urged voters to place their trust in President Trump, citing the historic success of his economic formula during his previous term as a compelling reason for re-election. This appeal to past economic performance, particularly in the context of potential future tariffs, immediately sparked a reaction among the panel. Further adding fuel to the fire was the revelation that Amazon would begin displaying a second price alongside listed items, explicitly showing consumers the added cost due to these tariffs. This move by the e-commerce giant effectively visualized the potential impact of the proposed policies on everyday goods, making the abstract concept of tariffs a tangible concern for shoppers. The reporter at the press conference astutely highlighted this development, underscoring the direct link between political decisions and consumer prices. It was at this juncture, as the camera returned to Whoopi Goldberg in the studio, that her signature dramatic flair took center stage. In a moment that has become somewhat of a trademark for her reactions to particularly exasperating political developments, Goldberg feigned unconsciousness. Her body slumped dramatically in her chair, embodying what fans affectionately refer to as her full Goldberg collapse. This wasn't a genuine medical emergency, but rather a theatrical expression of her apparent disbelief and perhaps even dismay at the unfolding political and economic implications being discussed. The exaggerated nature of the collapse served to underscore the gravity, in her view, of the situation. The immediate reaction from her fellow co-hosts was swift and playful, reflecting the familiarity they have with Goldberg's on-air antics. Ever quick-witted, chimed in with an urgent, "Come back, Whoopi." While Alyssa Farah Griffin added her own humorous lament, exclaiming, "We lost Whoop." Their responses highlighted the lighthearted camaraderie among the panel, even amidst serious discussions. They understood Goldberg's dramatic gesture for what it was, a visual commentary, a way to inject humor and emphasis into the conversation. The topic of Donald Trump has historically been a lightning rod on The View, often eliciting strong reactions and passionate debates from the hosts. Therefore, Goldberg's dramatic response in this particular instance was hardly surprising to longtime viewers. It aligned perfectly with her past reactions to developments involving the former president, serving as a visual shorthand for a strong emotional response. As quickly as she had succumbed to her theatrical faint, Goldberg collected herself, returning to an upright position with a wry expression. Her subsequent comment, delivered with a mixture of amusement and perhaps genuine bewilderment, was succinct yet telling, "I don't even know what to say to this." This understated remark, following the dramatic collapse, effectively amplified her sentiment, suggesting that the situation was so perplexing or concerning that it momentarily left her speechless. This latest episode serves as a potent reminder of Whoopi Goldberg's unique and invaluable contribution to The View. Her willingness to embrace dramatic expression, often with a comedic twist, adds an undeniable layer of entertainment and relatability to the show's discussions. While the topics tackled are frequently serious and politically charged, Goldberg's theatricality provides moments of levity and allows viewers to connect with her reactions on an emotional level. It's a performance in its own right, one that keeps audiences tuning in not only for the insightful debates but also for the unpredictable and often hilarious reactions of its iconic moderator. Ultimately, Goldberg's fainting spell, while undoubtedly dramatic, served its purpose. It captured the attention of the audience, provided a moment of levity amidst a serious discussion, and visually underscored a particular viewpoint on the potential impact of political policies. It's a testament to her understanding of the medium and her ability to connect with viewers through a blend of insightful commentary and theatrical flair. Whether one agrees with her political leanings or not, Whoopi Goldberg's dramatic presence on The View is undeniably a key ingredient in the show's enduring success and its ability to spark conversations both on and off the screen.